Coming up on Keep It Positive, Sweetie. Oh, speaking of performances, you just did the Usher tribute at the BET Awards this year. Phenomenal. The way you crawled up on that stage, I said, only a tall girl could do that. Because I'd have been like, and you did it so gracefully.
Thank you. Yes. That is so sweet because literally in my mind, I felt like I was like,
no, it was good.
That is hilarious. Thank you. Yes. That is so funny. Yeah, I love that. I think that was such a really dope opportunity to show all the R&B girls in different ways that we all shine and uplift Usher, who is of course iconic. So I really loved that concept in general. Yeah. But yes, girl, so when I was walking down, like, you know, I'm trying to give sex with me. I'm trying to give that, but like, it's a literal ramp. Yeah. So I had these heels on and I was like, I felt like Shrek, but I was really trying to give sex.
I'm Renee Hayslett, and this is Keep It Positive, Sweetie, a safe space to heal, laugh, grow, and love. Today's show is brought to you by BET, and I'm discussing sisterhood and much more with Grammy Award winning and one of the stars of Bel-Air, Coco Jones. Before we get Coco on the couch, let's get into today's look. I am wearing a Max Mara blazer. Top is from Zara. The jeans, guys. I get so many questions about these jeans because I wear them all the time. They're from Amazon. That's right. Attico look for a fraction of the price. Shoes are Balenciaga. All highs and lows, guys. You can put your pieces together. Mix and match it. Make it your own. At only 26 years old, Coco Jones has mastered so much in the entertainment industry. With top charting hits like I See You and Here We Go, along with the wildly popular role of Hillary Banks on Bel-Air, Coco seems to only be scratching the surface. I am so excited she's here to chat about her personal life, professional evolution, and work-life balance, and her love life. Well, at least I hope so. Coco, thank you so much for being here.
Of course.
I am a huge fan of all your work. I love you on Bel-Air. I love your music. And then you were like a childhood actor as well. How has that evolution been, going from being a childhood actor to now like being a grown woman doing your thing?
I think you have a lot more perspective on the business side of things. You know, as a child, it's just like a dream and you don't really notice any of the entertainment business side of it. So I think that's the good and the bad of it, because I do like the challenge of growing as a businesswoman while also growing as an actress, but sometimes it could take the passion away.
Yep.
You know? So it's like pros and cons.
That's good. So when you were a kid, who was like handling everything? Was it your parents handling everything?
It was my mom, yeah.
Your mom. Are you more hands-on now as an adult?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I learned a lot from my mom because she's had multiple companies that she's run, and she's my business manager currently. She just taught me a lot about being a businesswoman and fact-checking things and holding people accountable to their word, and you know, being your biggest advocate. So yeah, she taught me a lot, but it was her.
I love that. You literally stole your mom's face. Like, y'all look, I was like, oh my goodness.
For real. She says that when I was a baby, she would show me pictures of her as a baby, and she'd be like, that's mommy. And I was like, no, that's me. And she'd be like, no, it's mommy. And I'd be like, it's me. And she'd be like, it's you, it's you, it's you, it's you, it's you.
Like, that is me. That is funny. No, when I saw you all during Grammy week this year, I was like, wow. I was like, spitting image, literally.
Crazy.
She cannot deny you.
No, literally. The tweets were like, the father was not in the room.
That is so funny. As you're growing up and evolving in this industry, you've become a role model, but you're still so young. What does that feel like? Do you feel like I'm not there yet, or do you feel like, okay, I can take on this role as a role model?
I mean, humbly, I feel like I don't really know nothing. I just got here too. But I think that even like, I'm an older sister, so I look at my younger siblings, and to them, I've learned more than them in some areas, even when I feel like I still have so much more to go. You know, somebody's looking at it as, wow, I'm learning from you, you know? So I
Yes,
don't really,
yeah.
I don't know, I guess it is just is what it is. And I want to, you know, continue to inspire young Black girls. And if they're watching me and they're looking up to me, I want to be, you know, worth that.
Yeah, speaking of sisterhood, I'm a sister
Period.
on Tyler Perry's Sisters, but also a big sister in real life, and you as well. You portray a big sister on TV. How has that been? I love you and Ashley's relationship. And I also love how they, at a young age, she's going through trying to figure out her sexuality and if she likes men or women or boys or girls. And I love how you're so supportive of her. How has it been playing Big Sister and then being on such an iconic show as Bel-Air? Because we both grew up watching Fresh Prince, and now you're on the spinoff. How does it feel and playing that role as a big sister?
Playing a big sister is so fun because that's me.
Yeah.
It very much is so authentic to me. And Akira, who plays Ashley, in real life, she is such like this little Bambi, you know, just looking at me and Simone, who plays Lisa, looking at all of us, Cass, who plays Aunt Viv, like just looking up to us. And I see myself in her because I was always the youngest wherever I was at, where I was always working. So I was always the youngest, like, what do I do? Like, you know, and so to me, I feel that natural, like protective instinct with her that I have with my own sister. It feels very authentic. And I think playing such an iconic role on such an iconic show, that's such a Black classic it's an honor, you know? And to be able to represent Hillary the way she is, she's educated, driven, she's dark skinned, and she has choices. She says no, she makes mistakes, she asks for help. Like all of those things are such a well-rounded perspective on what a Black girl can be. And I just know that representation for me when I was a kid changed the course of my life. So it just feels like an honor to be able to do that.
I love that saying. Now, being in the industry and having sister circles, have you been able to find your own sister circle within the industry? Because we get flack for not being, you know what I'm saying, girls.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah.
That's real. It can get a little shady.
Yeah. Very shady. How's your experience been? Because there are some good girls in the industry.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. It's hard wherever you are because, you know, people have been through their own journeys, and I kind of feel like, especially with girls, it's like, are you gonna hurt me?
Yeah.
I heard you first, girl. Don't even try it. I know you. You know, and then it's like everybody's gotta slowly let their guard down. For me, it takes a long time for me to trust you. I'm like, it's been decades and I'm still like questionable. But that's me though. That's my, you know, like I'm the product of literally being in this industry. And so for me, the trust is like, it's like, oof, hard to give. But because I started so young, I had friends who didn't care about all of that at all. They didn't know what that even meant. You're like, going to LA, girl, where? Where even is that on the map? You know? And I met girls, like I met my best friend through a TV show that we both were guest starring on. And we've been best friends since. We've been friends for like, I don't know, 10 years. But I think for me, I'm grateful that my family too was like a big source of support because for a lot of the time, like I said, I was still like kind of holding my breath on people, expecting them to disappoint me because of, you know, my experiences. But like through therapy, I've healed from that. And I have found my circle. Honestly, half my circle is my siblings. I ain't even gonna hold you. Those are my dogs. But I also have some girls that like I really, really feel get me.
That's beautiful. You did start this industry at a very young age. What were some of the pressures? I know you said you were the one always looking up to the older girls because you were the youngest. What are some of the pressures that you dealt with? And then even some of those things that kind of broke your trust where you had to be more guarded?
Just this pressure to be marketable. I didn't even know what that meant, but I knew the girls that were getting the opportunities and they didn't look like me. So how do I change, like what can I change to look like them so I can do what they're doing, you know? I'm grateful that I had and have my mom who always told me, you're beautiful. I don't know what they thinking, I don't know what they don't know. We know. Just because it's so much to mess with your head at that time. And I felt like too, the way I sang was too much. That's what I had been told sometimes, like, just do it like in the demo, like just do it like that. But like my natural instincts were to be doing this and do that. And I felt like I had to be in some sort of box for a really long time just so I could be employed. And as a kid, I didn't even really know. I was just like, okay. But you know, as you get older, you don't have an identity. You don't even know what you like.
Yeah, no, you don't.
Because you just have been studying what works. So I did have to break out of that. And then there was the other part of your question. What did you say?
What were some of the experiences that happened that made you guard yourself?
I literally cannot with the amount of times that like people told me, oh my gosh, you are perfect for this. We are doing this for you and you are a star and da 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 da. And I would literally never hear from them again. Like it would just go the complete opposite way. And it just makes you feel like everybody's lying. Just like it's a waste of your time to even get excited. Literally. It'd be like if every Christmas you are expecting gifts and then there's no gifts. By a certain amount of Christmases, I'm not even gonna feel nothing no more, you know?
No, for real.
Not even looking forward to it. So yeah, it took a while for me to really, I still be looking at words like, you're gonna have to show me something. I can't. But the people that are meant to be in my life, they do what they say. And it's just for me, it's a good way to like be able to tell, you know, because people could be chatting, but when you gotta walk what you talk.
Exactly.
It'll show you who people really are.
Yeah, for sure. You talk about being put in a box. At what point were you like, I'm breaking out of this box, I'm gonna be fully me, and I'm gonna do this thing?
That's a great question. So when I moved to LA, I was 17, and I just started to live, you know? I had been super focused on work, so I didn't do anything. I didn't rebel at all. I wanted to be hired. So I wasn't trying to party. I wasn't trying to beat no boys, no thinks. Where are the jobs? So I got to live and make mistakes, and I got to like find myself. I met these girls, like I liked this one guy, and he had all female friends, and I was like, ooh. And I loved the friends though. I loved the girls. So I was like, dropping you, these girls. It literally, and so we would have so much fun. We'd go to parties, girl, take Jello shots, and I just got to live. I got to like talk the way I want to talk and like learn like lingo, what's cute, like what like new artists and like what they talk about. And I just felt like, wait a minute, this is who I am. So how do I make this translate on music? Why do I feel like I have to like, you know, perform to write? If I really want to write if I'm really an artist, then it all needs to correlate. So that means I got to talk on these records the way I talk with these girls, like the way I really am. So yeah, around like 18.
I love that, and it translates because we have a big age gap. I ain't gonna tell you, we have a big age gap. But the things that you talk about, I'm like, girl, me too.
No, for real. I really feel like we're all like humans living the same experience in different ways. That's why with my music, I try to like really bare my soul, because I'm like, somebody gonna feel this.
Oh, honey, well, if nobody, I know the numbers prove that everybody feel it, but I feel it,
Thank you so much.
Seriously,
I appreciate that.
I listen, like I love, Here We Go, I See You just won a Grammy for that. How was that?
I don't even know.
It was like
I don't even know how to. Because I'm like, y'all get serious, please. What are we talking about? This is it's just hard to like really process it that really happened, you know? Because I also feel like in my own head, I'm like, I haven't even put out an album yet. I have way more work to do. I didn't earn this, but I'd be like, girl, not too much on yourself. It's actually been decades.
You have been working towards this for a very long time.
But it's still crazy. It's at my mama's house. I'm like, girl, I can't look at that. I can't believe this.
That's awesome. In the middle of all this, is so much happening. Do you ever find yourself having a hard time balancing your work life and your personal life?
Yeah, sometimes it is hard to feel like you want to say no, but you're like, but what if that event was the one where I met the girl who made me, introduce me to the, whatever, you know? And then it's like, but I'm tired, you know?
Listen.
So yes, sometimes it is hard, but I feel like that's where I'm like, am I operating out of fear or faith? Because if I truly believe that I'm gonna be good, then I can go to sleep today. I can say no to that opportunity and trust that there will be something else on the back end. So there's not really balance, but you gotta listen to yourself, because if you're burnt out, you're not gonna be giving your job what you need to give it.
That's real. Tasha Cobbs said something that was so profound to me. She said that rest is trust. Trusting that, you know, because
she ate.
No, ate. I was like, okay.
I said, okay, period, go to sleep.
Yes, because there's so much power in no. And I'm 42, so I'm just doing
period.
I'm 42.
You look great.
Thank you.
I love that for you.
Thank you. But I was such a people pleaser. And a yes, like you. Okay, this is the one event. If I don't go to this, I may miss something. And it's so funny. This is like a joke, but Bad Boys for the latest Bad Boys came out, and Jacob, the guy who played Will's son, fine, but Alicia Keys, I got invited to this event during BET Award weekend, and I ended up getting like this migraine. I was like, I'm so tired, I can't go. Woke up the next morning and Jacob was there. I said, I should have got
Girl,
up, but I was so tired.
Were fighting for
I was
life.
literally fighting for my life. But it's moments like that where I was like, I had to listen to my body. But then you wake up and you're like,
no, for real, girl. I'll be the one I won't even look it up. I don't even want to know how it went. I don't want to know who was there because I cannot. I cannot. But that is so real. Rest is trust. That is so real.
Yeah.
I love that.
For self-care, when you do have time, what are the things that Coco Jones likes to do to take care of herself?
Yes. Okay, so I love to get all my favorite foods and get one of my favorite movies and just stay in the bed and eat. Just stay, eat, chill, sleep, wake up,
Saturday.
eat again.
Yes!
Yes.
That was me Saturday. My
That's
birthday
literally
was
one of my
Friday and I
favorites.
did not leave the
Oh my
bed
God, your birthday was
unless
Friday?
it was go get food from the door.
Period. Hello? I really don't get up unless that Uber man is there. And he better not ask for that code. I'm like, sir, come on
that
now,
is
make it snappy.
so annoying.
Make it snappy. I'm not trying to see you, you're not trying to see me, I look crazy.
Yep, I'll put it in the chat like the
Okay,
code.
no, for real, yeah.
Because I'm like,
put it in the chat. I'm like, at the door, I'll tell you the code as you exit. I'm like, literally.
So
I love doing that. I love journaling.
Me too.
I feel like that is such a good way to like empty your brain of like whatever's heavy. I might get a massage, girl.
Me too.
If I can rest my brain, I will get that massage.
Yes.
Because I love a good massage.
Because that's like that 90 minutes or however long you get it. That's somewhere
Yes.
I literally put my phone down.
Yes.
Don't answer anything.
Girl, yes, for real, for real. And last thing I love is I love going on walks.
Really?
I really do. If the weather is nice and like it's somewhere nice, like you might have to drive somewhere so you can walk somewhere.
Yeah, that's real.
But once it's like a nice area, I could just walk forever and think. I just love it.
Yeah, I love it. You need that time. So you said you like to eat your favorite foods. I'm curious, what are your favorite foods and your favorite movie?
Girl, ramen, crab legs,
Ooh, I
fried
love
fish. Okay? I mean, they're chaotic on their own, chaos. That buffet, he's feeling me in the back. He's feeling me in the back. Yes. But to see them all in array, I'm like, this could bring me to tears.
That is hilarious.
Literally hilarious.
I love that. And your favorite movie?
My favorite movie, okay, this is a little embarrassing, not too much on me, y'all, but I do love Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Just let me explain. I think it's because my inner child, me therapizing myself, my inner child, she had to work so hard. Yeah. No, but really, I love cartoons. I think they're so cute. Yes. And like the little jokes they be doing, like, you know, the jokes for the adults that are watching because the kids are watching. Yep. I'm the adult watching, but the kids should be watching, but I'm watching. So I just love that.
I love how they do that now where like adults can enjoy it too. Yes. The kids have no idea what they're laughing at.
No, for real. The kids have no idea, but I'm like, y'all ate that.
It's for everybody.
It's so cute. It's so cute. Have you ever seen Inside Out?
Yes, yeah.
I'm like, this is kind of deep because I'm crying in the club.
Yeah. No, seriously, it is.
For real.
Beyonce had even quoted that movie in a recent interview, and I was like, wow.
So like me and her.
Listen. Yeah, literally.
But yeah, I love those. What's your favorite movie? I'm curious.
The Devil Wears Prada.
Oh my God,
I'm a fashion girl.
one.
I can watch that movie any day. If I'm sad, I can watch it and quote it word for word. I love that movie.
Oh my gosh.
And they're coming out with a part 2. Hello.
You want to be in that?
I do want to be in
that. Come on, book her.
Yes, please.
That's iconic.
It's I love Meryl Streep. Like,
oh my God, she's
Anne Hathaway. It's just a beautiful movie.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fire. I love that.
Now you love cartoons. Is there any like cartoon that you would love to play? Like, or it's giving Disney princess like. Already.
I felt that on the horizon. Yeah. I mean, of course, I would play a Disney princess.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't?
I know.
To be able to show my future daughter that one day and be like, that's your mom.
That's me.
It's iconic. I would love to do like a Pixar. Like a Pixar one. Those are the best ones. Those be timeless for real.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Like for real. Or something like Shrek or something.
Yep.
Please.
That's a good one.
I want to be like, I want to put on my funny, goofy voice and be like a literal like rabbit or like something random and cute, but like have an attitude. Oh my God. Oh my God. I would live for that so bad.
I love it. It's going to happen. I can already see that.
Yes.
It's written already.
Period.
I can
Amen.
see that.
Amen.
Yes. I love it. So you're grown, you're running your businesses. I love talking about financial literacy. And you said your mom taught you a lot of things. What are some things that you can give young women who are also like growing up? And we have so many entrepreneurs now at a very young age. What are some things or some tips that you could give them to say, hey, these things you need to watch out for financially?
Watch out for. I mean, everybody knows the ins versus the outs of what you're making versus what you're spending. I don't want to say anything like too obvious, but I do think one of the biggest things that I knew is I would hold on to money so tight because I would be so scared.
Yeah, that poverty mindset. Yes. Like, I don't want to lose this.
Yes, literally. Yeah. And my mom was like, if your hand's so tight, nothing can go out, but nothing can go in there either, you know?
Yeah.
So having that type of mindset, I do also believe that giving away increases your storehouse. Come on.
Yeah.
But I see that in my own life.
Me
like
too.
I'll give things away now that I'm like, it'll come back to me. And it does, like
in different ways.
Yeah. And lastly, invest in yourself. I really do feel like there's a noticeable increase in my brand and in me when I invest in hair, makeup, glam, acting classes, fitness instructor, better food. Like I see the payoff, you know, instead of cutting corners somewhere, or instead of sometimes being in my mind like, I'll buy that later when I deserve that later, you know, like investing in yourself, investing in your happiness, investing in like, you know, filling up your cup, go places, don't just wait to travel. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that all increases who you are, which increases your brand.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah, no, it does. Speaking of brands, what are some things that Coco wants to get into outside of what we've already seen?
Yeah, well, I think to myself, like, what stuff do I really like? Or what do I really feel like I need? And I think one thing I always be like looking for is pants that are long enough.
Because you are tall, honey, yes.
I am a giraffe. And I'm like, okay, not too much on it. Y'all don't even make them. Don't make them. Yeah. I'll make them. I see that for myself.
That's right.
And I love chapstick, girl. I hate when my lips are chapped. I really do.
That's like, the first thing I tell makeup artists. I'm like, chappy.
No, for real.
Yeah.
I can't. When I'm staring at somebody, I'm like, are you parched? I can't. I can't. I don't like to see it. I don't like to feel it. So I can see myself doing something like that too.
Funny. Are you parched? Drink some more water, honey, because you're dehydrated.
Please love yourself in this area.
Yes, that is hysterical. So I'm an artist as well. I love music. So I would love to talk to you about your creative process. Because you said you speak from your real life experiences, and we feel it. We can feel it. I think me and Big West were talking about this, about how people can write songs for you, and then the artist gets in the booth and they have a hard time singing it because they can't really relate to it. But we feel it. So what is your creative process when you're starting to create music, or is there like a thought and you just call someone like, hey, we got to get in the booth so we can do this?
Well, I like to have like a concept in mind, but I'm very, very hands-on. Yeah. Dare I say picky? I don't really live for that, but I'm trying to be specific because I feel like eventually I want them to be like, oh, that's a Coco song. Yeah. Oh, like if you hear that, that's Coco. But that comes with me being involved in every part of it. Yeah. So, I mean, sometimes I start from the beat. I'm like, from scratch, there's no sound. Nothing. There's silence in the room with us. And like, we just go with what tempo? What are you even feeling tempo-wise? I want to be like here. Okay, cool. So then it's like, all right, are we starting to write with a piano? Are we starting to write with a guitar? Do I have an idea and we're writing to that? We're building around this idea. So my process is kind of all over the place, but the overall theme is nothing gets added if it doesn't feel right to me, you know? Because I gotta sell it.
Yep.
And I want it to be so authentically me that it doesn't compare to anybody else's product.
It doesn't. Yeah, no, you doing it.
Thank you.
You're doing that.
Thank you, girl. I try. Girl, it take a long time. The sessions be eight hours. I'll be sick.
Listen, I love the live performances.
Yes.
It's that studio process that is draining.
Girl, and then you be like, by the end, you done heard it so many times, you're like, is this even good?
Right.
What the hell is going on?
Yes.
No, but seriously, I'm such a like weirdo after I make music, I like cannot, like, I don't know, girl, I don't know. Like, my family will be like, we don't hear anything you make. I'm like, oh my God, I can't. I don't know. I just feel so uncomfortable. Like, I'll send it to my manager and I'll be like, don't say anything. Don't say anything. Yeah. But what do you think? Like, give me all your constructive criticism, but don't say anything. Girl, I cannot. I cannot.
A lot of actors are like that. They can't watch their work. Like,
yes.
they'll go, but for me, it's like watching film. So I can see what I need to get better at.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, I should have taken a longer beat there. Or I should have did something different there.
Yeah. I feel that too. I like to study my own performances.
Yeah.
That I like to watch those. Like, okay, you could have done that better. The spacing was off there. I'll watch my acting too. I'm not searching for it, but if it comes around, like on socials, I'll be like, let me see how she did. I'll be like, she ate a touch.
She ate it.
Literally, just a crumb. I like that for her.
I love you. I love you're so funny. Just a crumb. I love that. Speaking of performances, you just did the Usher tribute at the BET Awards this year. Phenomenal. The way you crawled up on that stage, I said, only a tall girl could do that. Because I'd have been like, girl, you did it so gracefully.
Thank you. Yes. That is so sweet. Because literally in my mind, I felt like I was like,
no, it was good.
That is hilarious. Thank you. That is so funny. Yeah, I love that. I think that was such a really dope opportunity to show all the R&B girls in different ways that we all shine and uplift Usher, who is of course iconic. So I really loved that concept in general. But yes, girl, so when I was walking down, like, you know, I'm trying to give sex with me. I'm trying to give that, but like, it's a literal ramp. So I had these heels on and I was like, I felt like Shrek, but I was really trying to give sex. And so literally when I watch this stuff, nobody knows what's going on in my head, but I was literally like, because I know what's going on, and oh my God, it was so hilarious. But thank you so much for thinking it was graceful, because I was so like, good.
Because I was like, I would have looked crazy trying to get up on that stage.
No, literally. So my mom was also watching it intensely, and she's like me, so we know all the things. Like, she taught me a lot about performing, and my mom was like,
shout out moms.
Okay, she knows. She's that girl. She did not cut anything dry. She would tell me exactly, boring, didn't believe you.
Oh wow.
Do it better. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that, like that truth.
Honesty,
Yes. So girl, she was watching it and she was like, was that a slant coming down?
Yeah, you're like,
because she looks at all the details just like me, because I'll be like, what did you think? Like, tell me, you know, she gonna give me the real.
Yeah.
And I was like, girl, yes. And she was like, how did you do that?
Yeah.
I'm like, they'll never know.
They'll never know. Oh my
But it was amazing.
Goodness.
It was amazing.
Yeah, that's the performer in you.
Yeah,
like,
girl,
we definitely
the show
didn't know.
must go on.
The
show must go on as I climb down Mount Everest towards Usher.
That is hilarious. That was so dope. I love Usher. He's also from Tennessee.
Is he? I thought he was from Atlanta.
No, he was born in Chattanooga.
What?
Yeah, Chattanooga, yeah.
Wow, I did not know that. I had no idea.
Yeah,
That's
so we're all great.
Period.
When is your birthday?
January 4th.
Oh, okay, because he's a Libra too. So if you were a Libra, I'm about to say, oh my god.
No, that would be crazy.
That would be crazy.
That would be crazy. When's your birthday? What's your sign?
It was October 18th, Friday.
Oh, yes, you did say Friday. Okay, period.
Libra.
I love that.
Yes. So that's awesome. I thought that was so dope, especially with all the women doing it. That was really dope.
Thank you so much.
Yes, you're welcome.
That was amazing too.
Yeah. You talked about therapy, and I know in this industry it can have such a strain on our mental.
Yeah.
At what point, or can you pinpoint some things that you were like, you know, I need to talk to somebody? Because you've been doing this for a very long time, and it's also a lot of pressure from a childhood actor being famous all these years, and we've seen it happen. You've maintained and done so well for yourself.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, seriously, I'm proud of you for that.
Thank you.
When was the point where you're like, I need to talk to somebody?
Well, I was in this situationship, and I just hated it there.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know what? Maybe this is just how life is. You don't get what you want. You don't. I was just like kind of bitter.
Yeah.
And I remember that the guy was talking to me about this therapist that he was seeing. And I was like, who are you letting tell you about yourself? I was like, I want to talk to her.
Right.
And so I talked to her, and I just felt so challenged, like the thoughts that I had about myself for years, like the baggage that I carried for years, the things that I've done my whole life. I felt challenged to question where that came from, where that was rooted in. Is that even my truth?
Yeah.
You know, and I just felt like it made me, it just expanded my mind so much that I was like, oh my God, this is crucial.
Yeah.
This is crucial. And now literally all my family has their own like therapy because they saw the growth in me.
Yeah.
Because you just really never know what you're holding on to, what stories you've told yourself so much that they are literally, they're your world.
Yeah,
you know?
and you believe them.
Yes.
Yeah, that is so true.
girl.
Our mind is so powerful.
Yes.
There's things that we can literally forget that happened until you start
Girl,
talking to someone.
yes.
You're like, wait, what? I lived through that?
Yes.
That happened? Oh, and I've been holding on to this?
Girl.
Yeah, it's real.
It's really crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm a huge advocate of therapy. I just feel like before you go and get your eyelash extensions and your nails, girl, are you well?
Are you
inside?
well? Yeah.
Before you look sickening, are you healthy? True.
That is so true. That's good. You talk about, we've all been in situationships. How is it dating as Coco Jones? Like, you are this big figure now. Like, I know for me, like, I find it hard to, like, I always want to keep everything private and low key and like protect that. And like, we're not hiding, but if you see it, you see it, but I'm not going to put it out there.
For sure.
How is that for you in this time?
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I think honestly, the same core elements that all my girls go through. I have girls that are in the industry. I have girls who are not, and everybody wants to be fully understood and feel safe in their decisions. Like, it's the uncertainty for me. You know, I can't do that in my job and in my career and in my relationship. I need it to be certain. So I think the only difference is I have a different world of people around me. So maybe it's somebody that I also know. Maybe it's somebody who has a brand, you know, but really it's just about finding somebody who you can be off with. I don't want to have to be on.
Baby, I want to take these lashes off, wipe this makeup off, put my scarf on and my bonnet and be all right.
And be loved just the same.
Exactly.
No, it's real. It's definitely real. But I've told my girls, I'm like, y'all not outside enough. Because I also feel like if you want a relationship, if you want those things, you got to work on yourself and you got to work for it.
Hello.
Get outside. Who you going to date? The mailman? Get out your house.
They used to make fun of me because I would not leave the house. And they're like, Krista, who's going to be your DoorDash?
No,
Uber Eats
hello?
man? I was like, well, I don't even go to the door for him, so no.
I'm serious.
It's not gonna
I'm
work.
serious.
Yeah.
I do feel like a lot of it is like God will help you, but you also need to help yourself, you know? And
that's real.
I don't really agree with like it'll all happen when it, I don't know. This isn't magic, girl.
Yeah, it's real.
It's real life.
It
Get outside.
is. Yeah.
You know?
I like that. That's good because, I wasn't leaving the house. And my friends like, you need to put yourself in positions and in places to meet the type of man you want to meet.
Exactly.
Because then you have to look at like, well, I keep meeting all these type of guys, but where are you going?
Girl, you at the club.
Exactly.
Nothing good comes of the club. Okay?
Well, one thing.
What?
I met somebody in the club.
Oh my God, you did?
Yeah.
Are y'all still together?
Yeah.
Okay, something good comes to the club every once in a while. Don't stop going to the club.
But it's so funny because that was both of our initial thoughts were like,
who gonna really take this seriously? Who met in the club? Yes.
Yeah, like they don't know how to take. Yeah, and his mom was like, he said his mom used to tell him like, whatever you meet in the club, leave it there.
Oh my God.
Yes. And I was like, Mom. The next morning I woke up and I was like, I hope he doesn't think because of where he met me that's how I am. And he said, I thought the same thing. He said, but then I talked to you one time and I was like, no, she's different.
Oh my God.
And then got to know me and he was like, okay, yeah, she's real. It was during the Olympics. I was out having fun. Like, if you're not in the club during the Olympics, like, what are you doing?
Facts. It's literally a time to celebrate. That is so cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
So that's the one.
Okay, there are exceptions.
Yeah, there are
exceptions.
I actually had another friend who met her husband in the club.
Girl, you're going to have everybody going to the club
Going
now.
to the club,
Okay.
looking for love. Love in the club, that's what I said.
Love in the club. Facts.
But no,
That
you
is
do have to
amazing.
put yourself like in spaces where you want to be, for sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I love it. Coco, is there anything you have coming up that we need to know on the horizon?
Well, my debut album will be out at the top of the year, and I'm gonna go on tour this summer.
Okay, I'm coming to see you on tour.
Girl,
I cannot wait.
I love to put on a good show.
You do put on a good show. I can't wait.
Thank you.
I'm excited for you.
Thank you so much.
Yes, you are such a, oh my gosh, just a joy and a light.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. You too. I really enjoy talking to you.
Yes. Coco Jones, everybody. My conversation with Coco was so much fun, and one of the things that she shared that really stuck with me was being authentically her. She said that when she was doing music, a lot of times her voice did not match what she was singing, but she was really going through those things. When those two came together and she was authentically Coco, that's when it all came together. So that was my main takeaway. Thank you all so much for spending time with me today. Coco Jones came through with all the love, laughs, positivity, and it was so needed. You guys can follow me on all platforms at Love Crystal Renee, and you can also follow our show at Keep It Positive Sweetie. If you want to write into our Positive Outcomes listener letter, you can send us an email at keepitpositivesweetie@gmail.com. In the meantime, in between time, you know what to do. Keep it positive, sweetie. I'll see you guys next time.